Thornhill gets recommended constantly as a great place to live north of the city. But today, we're looking at 5 reasons why Thornhill may not work for you, especially reason number 4, which is something I uncovered during my research. You're going to want to see that. Reason 1, it's more expensive than you think, but it depends exactly where you land. If you're buying a detached home, you're looking at $1.4 million and up. For a townhouse, you're looking at a good middle ground averaging about $970,000. And condos as your entry point, you can start at a good condo for about $500,000. And here's the part people don't expect. These are not your tiny Toronto condo shoebox units. I'm routinely seeing over 1,000 square feet on the condos for well under $600,000. And a lot of them are in good shape, they're renovated, so quite a good option for condos in Thornhill. And the good news is that the inventory has been building through 2026 and homes are taking longer to sell, so it means a good opportunity if you're buying. And right now in the summer of 2026, it's one of the best buyer's markets I've ever seen in the GTA. Now these prices brought up a real concern. Thornhill is expensive, but how much does it really cost? I wanted to get the truth for you. So for the rest of this video, at the end of each section, I'll tell you how much you're gonna pay for housing to experience the best Thornhill has to offer at every level. Reason 2, you need a car here. Outside a few pockets, it is not walkable. If you're near Bathurst and Centre, that's an exception. There's a big plaza there, local shops, restaurants, a Walmart, all within walking distance. Or if you're in any one of the condos on North Park Road, you got that same walkable pocket. But that's one specific pocket, it's not most of Thornhill. Outside of that, you're driving to everything. Groceries, the gym, school pickup, all of it. There's also no subway here. The closest station is Vaughan Metro Centre. A good consolation though is that the Viva buses are legitimately excellent as far as GTA Transit goes. They run all the way east and west across Highway 7 and north and south along a good portion of Yonge Street. If your life's built around the Viva buses, the transit actually works here. Also, you have the 407, a toll road running through Thornhill, but it does get pricey. At least $15 to $20 per trip, and in some cases even more depending on how far you're traveling. You also have the 400 pretty close by going north and south. Okay, so some pockets are walkable. What's it cost to buy in those pockets? Well, an entry-level condo with great size and renovations can be bought for under $600,000. That includes parking and great amenities. I was mentioning the North Park Road buildings. My dad used to live in one of them, so I know them pretty well. They have 24-hour concierge, a pool, a billiards room, a party room, a rooftop patio with barbecues, a really great gym. So you got the perfect simple life in one of those condos, everything taken care of for you, there's no property maintenance, and then you just take a stroll to some great food or do your shopping at the Walmart Plaza that's just a couple minutes away. Quick quiz, true or false? Thornhill is technically its own city. Drop your answer in the comments below. I'll give you the answer later in the video. Reason 3, it's a suburb and it feels like one. For families and for people who want space and real above average nature, that's actually a good thing. German Mills, Settlers Park. German Mills alone has almost 4 miles of trails following the creek through the woods and meadows. Pomona Mills Park is another one, quiet, wooded, a genuine escape without leaving the neighborhood. And Sugarbush Park is worth knowing about too, a mature maple forest, especially good in the fall when the leaves are changing color. It's really pretty there. So if that's what you're after, that's genuinely one of Thornhill's strengths. But here's the flip side. The town closes early. There's nothing open late on a weekday, not like what you'd find in Toronto. The nightlife and the energy here has serious small town vibes. So if you're looking for clubbing and that single lifestyle where you're out every weekend, Thornhill is not the right fit for you. So you're telling me there's great nature and outdoors, but if I want to lean into that, have some kids, a real home with a good backyard, what's the damage? To be honest, some of the best nature here is actually around the subdivisions with the good townhomes and detached houses. You're looking at well over 1.2 million, and that can keep going up depending on how big a house you want to get. Reason number 4, the dining scene is just okay. Now I might get hate for this, but that is how I describe the dining here. There is one real exception. If you eat kosher food, Thornhill might be the best you find anywhere in the GTA. It's home to one of the largest Jewish communities in Canada, and the food reflects it. You have bagels, bakeries, Middle Eastern spots, really excellent, not just good for the suburbs. just know it comes at a price. Kosher restaurants are always way more expensive than non-kosher alternatives. That goes for kosher meat, for kosher butcher. Everything kosher comes with an added price tag. But outside of the kosher scene, you're not really finding anything outstanding. You get a lot of quality restaurants, a bunch of chains, some good sushi spots, like we said, good bagel spots. But in my opinion, you're not going to find anything really top level like you'll find in a lot of Toronto, of course. And to be honest, it's so close to Markham. Even in Markham, you have that world-class Chinese food scene. You don't have anything like that in Thornhill, except maybe the kosher food scene in Thornhill, but that's a very specific niche for dining. So the restaurant scene is decent, but where do you have to live to get access to all those good restaurants? Well, in Thornhill, it doesn't really matter where you live. To be honest, if you're near Bathurst or one of the main streets, you're gonna find those chain restaurants, or specifically around Bathurst, if you want the kosher food, that's where you go. So you can find condos there, you can find townhomes detached. So the good news is you can really live in any type of housing if you want to access the dining scene in Thornhill. All right, quiz answer time. The answer right now is false, but it actually was its own city for about 40 years, from 1931 to 1971. But today it's split between two cities. Today it's split between Vaughan on the west and Markham on the east. But for 4 decades, it really was its own city. If you're thinking of buying in Thornhill or the GTA, reach out, all my info's on screen, or book a call down below in the description. Now let's bring it home with reason number 5, which ties everything together. Reason 5, your daily life here. If you're really thinking about the move, let's make sure you know what you're getting into. You could live in a suburb, but you're looking at a home that's well over $1.2 million. So make sure that price range and budget actually works for you. Or if you want to be in a condo and walk around, there's really only a couple good pockets like Bathurst and Centre where you can do that. And lastly, make sure you're not someone who needs a bustling nightlife. You will not find that in Thornhill. What you will find is amazing nature, schools, a really good community, but it comes with a hefty price tag. It might be the most expensive suburb I've seen since I did the Oakville comparison, so just keep that in mind. Thornhill is not cheap by any sense of the matter. So depending on what you want, Thornhill has a bit of everything at different price points. The reality is though, depending on what you want, the price tags can be really different. And if after all that, you're thinking of buying in the GTA, reach out, all my info's on screen, or book a free call through the link in the description. I've been helping people buy in the GTA for over 9 years now, and I'm really happy to answer any questions, put those in the comment, or reach out to me directly. If this video helped you at all, hit the thumbs up and subscribe. New GTA real estate videos every Tuesday and Friday. My name's Jordan Abrams. I'll see you around town.